My guest is Ashley. Ashley, why are you here?
Well, Steve, I'm here today because I want to confront my husband. I'm spending too much time with my best friend for the last 3.5 years, and I'm missing out on my daughter's life.
So your husband hasn't been in your daughter's life?
4 years ago, we had a beautiful little girl. Everything was going great, and I ended up messing up, and I got mixed up in marijuana for a little while, and I went to rehab. While I was in rehab, my best friend and my husband came to see me. I thought it was kind of weird, you know. Didn't think nothing of it, let it go. After I got out of rehab, she started babysitting for me while I got a job, started working. Stuff started getting kind of weird when he'd be home and before I'd leave. And then...
When you say that, what were you saying?
It was just quiet, it was awkward. Like they didn't want to be around each other with me. She ended up having a miscarriage just a couple months after I got out of rehab. I took her to the hospital. I was her best friend. She cried on my shoulder. And a few months later, I finally left him, and 2 days after I told him I was done, he told me that for the last 9.5 months of our marriage, or our being together, that he had been sleeping with her. She was my best friend.
And your husband's the one who got her pregnant?
And my husband knocked her up. And within a month, they were engaged. They've been engaged for 3.5 years. Mind you, I'm still married to him.
Do they have kids together?
They have 2 little boys that my daughter has seen probably 2 times. She hasn't seen their youngest, who is now a year and a half.
So he's still married to you, and he's having children with your best friend?
Yeah. My daughter tried to call to after one of the last visits that they had. Mind you, he's seen my daughter maybe a total of 20 times in the last 3 years because he doesn't have time for her. Really, I've given him gas money to come see her.
So in the last 3 years, he's seen your daughter approximately 6 or 7 times a year?
No, birthday and holiday. Christmas this year, he come 2 weeks before Christmas. I said, this is it, you know. If you don't keep up your visits, you're done. I don't want to play these games. She deserves more than Santa Claus coming once a year, and you're not even doing Santa Claus because you don't even bring her anything.
So Christmas came, he didn't bring his daughter anything?
No.
Do you still love him?
He makes me sick.
So you want to take him back?
No.
Knowing that he's with your best friend, that he's not there for your daughter, he's having kids with, you know, your best friend, do you even want him to be part of your daughter's life?
I think my daughter deserves her dad. My daughter, I went to pick her up from school one day, and she just bawled because everybody, all the other kids, their dads were there to pick her up, and she says, where's my dad? I want him to step up and be there when she needs him, when she wants him.
And you believe Stephanie called CPS on
I do.
you?
The reason that Child Protective Services were called was so that Perry would have a reason not to be with me, so that I'd be eliminated from the picture. So not only did she take me away from my husband, she tried to get my baby taken away from me. And that's what pisses me off more than anything, because that little girl is my life.
All right, here's your former best friend who's now engaged to your husband, has 2 children with him. Let's bring out Stephanie.
You need to get Stop. You are nothing but you're a little bitch. You're the one that went by. You're the one. And you're the one that's taking his daughter away from him.
Who cares? Oh, I'm going to be the bad guy because I slept with her husband. But she was with her husband when she
left my husband.
Listen,
I wasn't allowed to make out with him.
Stop. Whatever she does in her marriage is none of your business. It's her husband's business, but it's not yours.
It's not his business anymore either.
Well, it's a little bit of his business because he has a daughter with her.
So?
So.
Okay.
That's why.
Hold on a minute. So, see, this is what I don't like. What if Perry leaves you someday and doesn't see your children?
He'd never do that because I love him and he loves me.
What did you just say?
It's because he'd never do that because I love him.
He would never do that.
No, he wouldn't.
But hold on.
No, we've been together.
Well, hold on.
They were together for how long?
But he did do it. you're with a guy now.
Yes, I am.
Who's still married.
Yep. And
do you ever find it odd that he's not gotten divorced yet?
We're going through it at this point in time.
But it's been going on for 3 years.
We haven't had the money. Takes all of his money.
Ago.
The point is, now her little girl's at home at night crying. She's crying at school. Do you feel bad at all that?
Yeah, it's not my fault that he does not see
Why don't
her.
you say?
It is because you need to back off.
Why wouldn't you tell Perry, you get your ass home?
I do. Every time he calls her, I tell him to call.
And he doesn't do it?
Yes, he calls because I tell him to call. It's not me keeping him from her.
So let's meet this fine young man. Let's bring out Perry.
First off, you need to keep your hands off the
What are you going to do, Perry? Really?
Wait, stop.
She hits you.
Stop. What do you think you're going to do? You're going to come out here and beat her up?
No, I'm not going to come out here and beat her up, but she knows exactly the reason why I don't come and see my daughters, because all she ever does...
Because you can't have her...
Can I talk, please, Steve?
Hold on 1 second. You know what? I want to hear this. You tell me. I want to hear this great reason why you won't see your daughter.
I believe that my daughter shouldn't have to sit there and listen to her talk trash in front of my daughter about me and her, about something that happened 4 years ago. I mean, she needs to grow up and get over it.
That's why you don't see your daughter?
She needs to let me see my daughter in peace
by myself. That's why you don't see your daughter.
I don't see her because she won't let me see her without her around.
I tried to set up visits at your grandma's house.
She has to be there in order for me to see my daughter, and when I am there, all she does is trash talk.
I want both you ladies off the stage for a minute. Go off the stage. Okay. Now, see, what I don't get is you just gave me a reason why you don't see your daughter. You actually gave me a reason. I can't believe there's any reason.
And I knew you would say that.
Exactly. Because I got a little girl at home too. And I can't imagine there's any reason in this world why I want to go see her.
I mean, my daughter doesn't need to be around that. She doesn't need to be around, or yes, I'd come and see her if she'd let me go and take my daughter and be with her by myself and visit her in peace instead of having to sit there and listen to Ashley run her mouth about all this stupid crap.
To see your daughter, you have terms.
She's the one that's got the terms. She has to be there.
No, but you said there's a reason why you're not seeing your daughter.
Yeah, that's why I don't go see her, because she doesn't need to be around that.
You have terms to see your own daughter.
No, she's got the terms. She has to be there to talk the trash and
then why
do
don't
all
you go
this.
see your daughter? Why
because
don't you
she won't let me take her off by myself
Conform
and go
to
visit.
The terms.
Even just
your little
across
daughter's
the park.
crying at school because you won't see her conform to the damn terms.
She's the one that said don't bother coming back until you get a lawyer. Not me. I got a lawyer, and hers don't even bother contacting mine to set up visitation.
Now we're talking about lawyers. I'm talking about your daughter. Imagine a little girl laying on her bed, right? Do you even know what color your daughter's bedroom is?
Nope.
Nope, there you go.
I don't even know where she lives, Steve, because she won't tell me.
Okay, but I know my daughter's bedroom is pink.
She don't even tell me where they live. How am I supposed to go see her?
Oh, you know.
Ask her if she's told me where her current residence is.
No.
Ask her if she's letting me know where my daughter's staying.
You know where your child support's going, so you know
No,
where
I don't know where it's going,
Then
Steve.
find out. I can't understand, Perry, and you're not going to talk your way. You're not going to talk me into believing there's a good reason why you don't see your daughter.
And there is no good reason.
There is
why
no
I
good
don't.
reason.
I mean, that's not a good reason, but
Okay.
it's the reason that.
And you handled the whole thing wrong. Your wife is trying to straighten her life out. She loves you. She still loves you. I don't care what she says. She's back there yelling right now, and she'll hear me. She can hear me. I think she still loves you. And she's hurt that you're with her friend. Maybe not her best friend, but a friend that was watching your children.
My point is, she just needs to get over the fact. It's been 4 years, Steve. When do you grow up and get over it and say, you know what, here, just
Why don't you get divorced?
come see your daughter.
Why don't you get divorced?
Because I'm raising 2 other kids at home
But you're
and
not
paying
raising
child
yours.
support. I give her $600 a month, and then plus on top of that, pay health insurance. So,
Perry, when's the last time you saw your daughter?
last time I seen my daughter was towards the end of June, early July. And she told me that I had to come and meet her at Pizza Hut. And when we showed up to Pizza Hut, I sat there next to my little girl and sat next to her. That's my oldest boy. He sat down next to her, and they were eating and coloring and talking, and I was trying to talk, so how's school been going? What have you been doing? And the entire time Ashley was sitting across the booth from typing on her Facebook or whatever you want to call it, constantly talking trash like, oh, the home wrecking whore's here, and da-da-da-da-da, and I mean,
Okay. You brought your girlfriend with?
yeah, so that she could help me with watch.
Come on. You're a grown man. You
Well,
should
I
be.
need help watching my other two boys
But
while
the
I'm trying to
point
spend
is,
time with my
no,
daughter.
No.
They have every right to come and see their sister just as much as.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're right.
But I need help with that. I can't. I can't watch all three of them
you
by
don't
myself.
have anybody else in the world that can help you.
I suppose I could, but I don't want.
You're just pouring gasoline on the whole situation. You can understand why she's mad, right?
Yes, I understand why
Okay.
she's mad.
I want to bring your wife back out, and I want you to try to have a civil conversation, okay? So let's bring Ashley out.
Let me just say, this has nothing to do with the relationship between Stephanie and I. This has to do with you building a relationship with our daughter before she even
Why
needs
can't
to
you
be
leave me
involved.
alone so I can
Don't
do
start
that?
screaming at me.
Why can't you leave me alone so I can
Because
try?
you need to calm down,
Get out of my
Terry.
face.
No, I'm going to
Get out of my
stand my
face.
ground about
Ashley,
my daughter.
Get out of
Just-
my face.
Just step back if he wants that. Just okay.
need to
This
get
is
out of
good.
my face.
Okay, she did. She did. Now talk.
My daughter walked up to a family member 2 weeks ago, a picture of you holding her as a newborn baby, sorry. And she says, here, who is this?
Why do you chase me off every time I try to spend
She has no
time
idea
with
who
her?
you are.
Why do you chase me
I don't
off?
sit there and talk about you. I don't sit there and talk trash about you.
Yes, you do.
I don't care. No, I don't.
Let me go see my daughter in peace, okay? And you don't need to be there when I visit my daughter.
You know what? I'm gonna say what I believe. Now, in your heart, I don't think you're a bad guy. The way you handled it and what you're doing to her is not right.
What about what she does
No,
to us?
you know what? But what you're doing
have
and what
every
you're
right to
doing
be
and
mad.
what her doing, you're
You
both.
don't have every right to
listen,
torture us for the
hold
rest
on,
of our lives.
Hold on. You're making excuses for your actions. She's making excuses for your actions. Both of you are wrong. You're wrong, and you could stand up here
asked me
and
why
you
I
could
didn't
say,
do it.
I'm telling you, as much
I
as
told
what
you
you're
why.
doing, she's in rehab, you cheated on your wife, you left her, you ended up sleeping with her friend, you slept with the babysitter, now you're having kids, you still haven't get divorced. I don't give what the hell you do. I'm gonna try to get your daughter to see you, but as far as I'm concerned with you, get the hell off my stage. I have no more interest in talking to your jackass husband
Me neither.
or his jackass girlfriend. Now, what they did is wrong. And listen, and I feel bad for you. I see that you're torn apart, and I know it hurts, and it's still something you haven't got over. And I know you're really mad at him. Thing that you got going for you that might bring you a little peace. What do you think's going to happen with that
It's
relationship?
over as soon as he finds a new babysitter.
Exactly. So
I don't think her ass isn't going to get up off the couch long enough to go get a job.
So my point is, you don't want to be with a guy like
No,
this
I don't
anyways.
anyway.
Right. So, but he's still always going to be the father to your
Right.
daughter. So what I'm saying is, please, for your daughter's sake, as much as you're hurt,
I-
you got to push all that aside.
I know.
And be a bigger person than Perry. Okay.
I've tried this. You know, I've tried 3 years, 4 years,
let's
whatever.
Try it with me, please. Will you
Okay.
do that for me?
I've tried.